Welcome back, everyone, here to map 2 in this first best of 3 of the day of the iBUYPOWER Summer Invitational. CLG versus Team Liquid. This is the pick of Team Liquid. CLG had picked Train, and it did not quite work out. I believe only able to get 7 rounds there. They're hoping for more here. They get the start on that CT side, and I think they're going to need this pistol. Let's see what they can do.
For their sake, I hope they can lock up more than 7 rounds. That was a pretty tough outing, and for those of you at home, this is a single elimination tournament, even though it is BO3s. So CLG fighting for their tournament life now against Liquid right here. But interestingly enough, taking a really Train-like approach as flowsicK catches an opening frag, but they're pretty spread out and pretty far back, waiting for Counter Logic Gaming to start pushing. And I guess kind of flowsicK caught someone pushing, but it wasn't really extended too far. I'm sure Finesse not expecting to get exposed that early.
Caught his toe and sent him flying, because that's how physics works. Physics. Val forgot about it. 5 on 4. It's actually really just if you're jumping and you get killed with a pistol, it's just
you're gone. You're to the moon.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah. 5 on 4 though. Liquid coming in through the bathrooms, or are they? They were actually just checking it. Tarik's at a good angle, but there's no the hard part about long on overpass is there's no fallback position. Like if you don't hit your shots,
such a long distance.
Dead.
He's gonna have to hit multiple.
And he doesn't have a buddy either.
Yeah, Nitro. Yeah, Nitro had a teammate too, but they have since gone bathroom side. So Nitro peek close to right. He's gonna see Tarik here, 100%.
Tarik, will he get that kill? No, Nitro will bring him down. It took a lot of damage. 7 HP is what he's left with. JDM can't bring in a kill either. EliGE silences him. FugLy hits an entry onto hazed, and just like that, round starting off. I mean, pretty slow with, you know, Liquid just watching the flank, and that's how FugLy got his first kill. But when the push came to shove, getting into the site, everyone getting their entries. And actually, if adreN finds this last kill, it will be a team ace on the pistol round. That is the dream. This is what I live for later.
You live for the team aces, but
yeah,
that would
especially
be
on pistol.
Yeah, all right. A little bit of a sad existence there, but Cutler gonna be flanked by EliGE, so he's taking down no teammates for you. You now continue to have nothing to live for, nothing to live for, as Liquid wins the all-important pistol round. Really,
we're on an overpass, dude. Don't discourage me. This gonna get dark really fast.
Oh man, let's move away from this as fast as we can. Neither team really able to pick up any USP frags. It doesn't matter what map it is on Train. Neither of them able to put together a convincing pistol round on CT, and the trend seems to be continuing. So Liquid just bullying their way into the site with Glocks. I'm going to be putting a little bit more pressure over on by a little bit, I mean a lot of it, more pressure on the bomb site. hazed, pushing into short, trying to get some information. He's going to fall back, I think. Playing that smart, he's going to be working with the team as well. Actually, they're both going to be starting to push out now.
Oh, that flash caught Finesse, but still with this easy, he gets the kill. Nitro will make up for it, though. He gets the double, so that'll still give him a 4 on 3. And of course, there are actually only Tarik is the one with armor left. He's got P250 armor. Cutler into another good spot. Actually, all of the players coming in through construction. And let's see if they catch off Liquid. Looks like they will. Tarik moving out, getting one. Cutler from behind finds FugLy. Now it's just up to flowsicK in a 1-on-2. JDM's picked up a Galil.
Looks like this one's going to be really winnable for CLG. I'm surprised the round deteriorated so quickly. Liquid, I guess, got those first frags and thought they were going to be pushing into a stack of some kind. But no, it was actually just...
Well, it looks like he will get the bomb down. Cutler
could have peeked there.
I wasn't actually quite sure how much cover flowsicK had, but look at that first shot onto Cutler and brings down JDM as well, man. That's rough. I mean, you could start it off by saying it's a round CLG shouldn't have won because it was kind of just an eco slash, force up, but then it got to the scenario where they should have won that and they were unable to do so. flowsicK, man, he's been on today.
Definitely been on, and coming up clutch when his team needs him. Man, yeah, as you said, definitely you could kind of, there is that argument of, hey, that round was never, shouldn't have been won from the beginning. But once you work it into a 2-on-1, rifles and hands on 2 CTs, you know where a guy is, you know he has the bomb on him. Oh, that's a really, really tough one to lose. And CLG played Liquid really well. They're rotating all their players in, and Liquid just was so slow to commit on the empty bomb site that they ended up getting punished for it. FugLy gonna find a frag to open things up. flowsicK, almost in a position where he could have spammed hazed.
Ooh,
Actually,
Cutler.
finding one with the CZ. That CZ is making a comeback in a big way.
Yeah, it's getting very popular again. I mean, let's not forget that all the nerfs to that gun were taken away, right? The only thing that now remains is it's
So
slow to pull out.
slow.
But if it's your primary, it doesn't matter. And Cutler's turned a new leaf on this map, already finding quite a few kills early on with that CZ. Well, 2, literally a few, but still, there's only been 2 rounds. It's been better than, he was what, 0 kills for like the first 8 rounds or
Tarik
something?
in the smoke, going
Tarik
for the
in a
knife. He's
knife!
gonna get him.
That's huge! I mean, that's an op, right? Like, right, that can just fuel JDM, his opping, his habit. It's an addiction.
Yeah, I mean, they were probably going to be buying an op no matter what, but it's going to make it
Hey,
significantly...
$1,500.
Yeah, it's going to make
side.
it way less strenuous on the team's economy. Now they're going to be able to very comfortably afford the supplementary M4s to go along with that op, and a lot more money floating around for the nades. Got plenty of smokes, plenty of flashes across the board, and no Molotovs for the CTs. Be tough to keep the terrorists of Team Liquid out of the site without those Molotovs, but hey, a knife's a knife. That is bonus money that they were not counting on.
Yeah. All right, JDM has picked up that op. He is gonna go ahead and watch short with it, and there he goes, starting it off as well. Nice frag onto Nitro. And they'll try to pull back into that site. EliGE actually might be able to catch that rotator now. That smoke will deter him from doing so. So they're going to pull back 4 on 5. Let's see how Team Liquid play when they start off on the back foot. Looks like they will be taking it slow. And already they're going to pull out this boost at the A site. JDM up top. Hazed finding another kill.
On flowsicK, who's just hanging out alone. Yeah, over there towards B. flowsicK, confident in his frag ability, but putting himself in a position where he couldn't be traded out. So 5 on 3 in favor of CLG. Got to imagine they're feeling pretty confident here. FugLy not going to be peeking to... can't make up his mind. Not sure if he's going to be peeking towards JDM's side, but either way, he can see both ends in his scope.
Seeing that player jump, JDM should know what to expect. And wow, he still gets FugLy first. Goes for that re-peek up, just misses. And he will get it. 3 kills on the round for JDM. But look at EliGE. He lines him up and he takes him down. It's that easy for EliGE. Although a little bit smoke blind. Cutler finally cleans him up in the end. Op preserved by Cutler as well. But JDM on that round. Big 3K and the first round win for CLG here. That'll put Liquid right back on to an eco.
Yeah, EliGE, the only player with any semblance of an economy on Team Liquid. I feel like Team Liquid should have had a much more convincing anti-eco rounds right off the bat, and it would have allowed them to be buying up here. But because A, Tarik made that sick knife frag, and B, on round 2, they collapsed pretty quickly. I guess, I don't know, the fact that Liquid even came away with that round was a blessing in and of itself. But wow, Cutler taking a spam frag right through the smoke, ripping FugLy down right off the bat, and Cutler so close once again to finding another one on Nitro, but are able to bob and weave and dodge.
Oh, finesse. So blind. He even turned too, but it was just a second too late. And they're hitting these entries. They've evened it up for a second there, but now there's hazed. The lower part of the B bomb site. And another one. How does this?
Well, you're asking the wrong guy. These guys are completely on a different level. They're seeing through the code of the Matrix right now. And catching the frags through smoke. I mean, who knows with these? Sometimes spectator smokes are thicker than they really are in game, and also sometimes you just, put your crosshair on a guy through a smoke and their name pops up. But either way,
yeah, that might have been the case.
The smoke frags are huge for CLG catching. I mean, if you could catch frags before you even have to engage with the players that can kill you, that's huge. And the fact that 2 of the 5 frags they got were, as I said, before the other players could even engage, that pays dividends down the line. Team Liquid going to spread out once again. flowsicK just constantly hanging out outside of B, waiting for pushers. Is always leaving himself in a spot where he can't get traded. adreN, I'm not sure if adreN saw Tarik there. Either way, adreN's going to try to creep through the smoke.
The last smoke that he creeped through. No, he's him first. Wow, Tarik going down early. adreN finding a double. He's going to get hazed as well. JDM, though, now walking out the bathrooms, but there's no fallback here, and adreN, another. He just got 2 kills on 6 HP. He's got a 3K on the round, 4 on 2 right now. Team Liquid, I mean, they don't need many more than 3 rounds, but of course they're going to keep trucking along for the entire half. Probably only need 5, would like to have 6 or 7. But let's see, adreN with another. He just killed 3 people on 6 HP.
Really impressive stuff from adreN. adreN is very literally a veteran out there, and he's making veteran plays. As you said, 3 kills, 6 HP. I mean, when I get hit down past like 60, I'm like, all right, you guys take this. I'm a fall back. I'll watch your guys flank. But no, he's so confident at 6 HP. He knows he's going to peek. And also, it's not really a terrible idea sending him in there first. He's going to be drawing the attention of the first responding CTs. He's good enough where he can catch the frags like he did. And if he doesn't, his teammates are going to be right there to trade him out while he's drawing fire from the counter-terrorist. But here, the CT's pushing up into the lower stairs. A little too aggressive. 2 of them going down. Now JDM, last man, they're going to get picked by adreN.
6 kills in 2 rounds for adreN right now.
Really impressive stuff so far as flowsicK finds another frag, and Team Liquid just denying CLG the ability to take a lead in this game.
All right, Finesse. Oh no! Doesn't hear that heavy footstep from flowsicK behind him. He was in full sneaky beaky mode, trying to maybe find 1 frag. Last guy up with nothing. Tough spot, or just trying to stay alive so they can continue to talk about what they want to do now to shake it up. Now that they just lost 2 in a row like that, and this is why this map can be pretty streaky. Yeah, it is going to be more CT sided, but if you get to the position where you have rifle, you lose, and then you have to save, like the terrorists can get so many rounds together, and the momentum it just can be insane. So not only do we have Liquid getting the pistol and the anti-ecos, they've now got themselves 2 rifles in a row. And this is a 2-for-1 round, right? If they lose this, CLG, it'll be 7-2, just like that.
Yeah, that is not what they would be looking for at all. Yeah, only if they lose this, it'd be, what, 3 rounds down for a bonus money? That is not quite enough, especially with their op-buying habit. And really, no offense to JDM, but his just general ineffectiveness across the entire series with the op. I'm pretty sure he was able to put it together earlier in this game with it. But
yeah, he had a 3K on the first rifle, but other than that...
Yeah, his train op game was severely lacking, and when you're going up against an op on the other team like adreN, you can't be lacking with an op. Look at this trap set up for hazed.
Oh my gosh, they're just ready for this, chilling out there by the DJ booth.
Oh, there you go, JDM outpicking adreN. There you go. I guess listening to me giving adreN the too many do-daps for the EliGE, trading him out so well, and actually catching a second one in the process. Tarik getting 1, and Nitro quickly trading him out. So now a 3-on-1 for FNS to work through. He's going to find 1, but he's going to be so out of position. This one is going to be really difficult. He can get that M4 if he could find it.
That is the true...
And did it fall into that crack?
I'm going to go look. Gosh, why did it take me all the way over to A? Yeah, this is a tough round. I mean, it's nice that he got that kill, trying to locate the M4.
He's not going to be able to. He's just going to
I don't even know, man.
Yeah, I didn't see where it went. I tried to look in the hole really quickly while he was, but I couldn't even see it there. He is going to be falling back into B with just the FAMAS. He's still looking for that M4. He's just checking all the nooks and crannies.
I mean,
he just can't find... Oh, there it is. It's right next to him. It's right next to him. He just walked right by it. There it is. Now he sees it.
Oh, okay.
He gets blown away by the bomb, and there you go. Now he has it in his hands. It took a really weird bounce hopping over there towards the right side set of sandbags. He did eventually come away with the M4 despite struggling really a lot to try to find it. But, all is well that ends well. He does have that M4. All the rest of his teammates are going to be saving. They're going to need to set him up nicely for that.
I'd like to see them do something very aggressive with this. Like maybe push out 2 pistols forward long and have Finesse behind them and try to clean up some early frags. If you get them, more guns. Also a ton of information if they're there and you win. Or if they're not there, you even know that it's going to be B. But really no such... I guess they put 3 right into the B site and they play 2 very pushed up long. And Finesse is in that long party. So...
Fortunately for him, Paris is not going to be moving in that direction. So he's going to have to hustle if he wants to make that M4 worth it. We have the 3-stack working on B though, so if the 2 players do die, the third man can just sleep hard. EliGE getting the entry frags done. He has just been fragging like a demon all game. Actually, in both games on train as well.
He's been really good. It's nice to see him having just such a solid game, because he used to show up like no matter what. When he was back on Elevate, he would just show up and drop bombs, win or lose. But when he switched to Team Liquid, I mean, it took him a while to find his footing, so it's nice to see him just popping off again. As I think we should go over the tournament format one more time. Remember, everyone, this is a single elimination bracket. They're best of 3s, But if CLG lose this map, they're done.
Yeah, and it's so tough in such a small format tournament just to have your whole day shot right off the bat. And you know, I feel like everyone knew they were the underdogs going into this series, but even they had to believe in themselves to say, "Hey, let's knock out Liquid. We'll have a full day of Counter-Strike ahead of us. We'll get our best foot forward." And Team Liquid just denying them that chance. So, as you had anticipated, 7-2 in favor of Team Liquid going into this big buy round for CLG. FNS still sitting on a lot of cash here as the M4 in his hand. Only spent $900 this round, so he will be able to continue to feed JDM ops if they so choose, or just supplying himself with rifles. Just need to start winning rounds. 7 rounds for Team Liquid on the T side of this map is a lot.
Yeah, it is. That's getting to the territory where you're more than happy with your T side. I feel like 6 is kind of where you want to be. You get 7, you're like, yeah, we're rolling. And honestly,
everything more than this is just gravy.
They're not showing any sign of stopping. Although maybe this will be a different round. We do have those rifles back in the hands of the CTs. JDM with that op. He could be the crucial point. He is actually top fragging on this map. He's been doing way better here. But even still, it's tough.
Not getting it done, or the whole team not getting it done when they need to. It seems like they also can't quite figure out the correct CT setup, but it seems like they've had...
I think adreN was looking for that boost, but JDM wins.
It seems like they've had, routine success trying that boost and using JDM's off to find the early picks from the A bomb site. Let's see if Nitro can fish out anyone, let alone the op. But actually, they're going to be swinging the bomb back towards B, faking me out even as FNS picks up a frag on flowsicK. Gets traded out by EliGE.
Yeah, still 3-on-4. They are a man down, but FugLy, there he goes. He evens it right back up. Rotation is fast, but they can only really come from one location. That smoke went too deep.
Oh, JDM.
And that'll be the death of FugLy. JDM with a quick headshot with that op bomb, though, will go down here for Team Liquid. And EliGE still fighting just on 4 HP, gets 1, almost finds 2 kills right there. Whoa, Nitro coming in with a huge nade. That puts it into a 1-on-1 Cutler versus Nitro and moving around that column. That's the crack that we saw hazed get a shot through that and through a smoke earlier. Molotov up onto the bomb, doesn't quite go. What a nade. All right, the Molotov, unfortunately, if that Molotov had just went like a foot further, that could have been the difference.
Yeah, I was a little surprised with Nitro's willingness to try to take those peaks hanging out around that big pole in the middle of the bomb site. Thought he would be much more willing to fall back while he had an opportunity with that smoke. I guess the only problem is it's a little predictable if you are, I guess he got worked down to low HP eventually. He didn't have low HP when he first started the 1-on-1, but once you move into that area back there towards the long tube, it's so easy to get naded like he did, or smoked out and below getting a frag on the diffuser like we saw. I think hazed lost a 1-on-1 like that before, right, on train? So I'm a little surprised with his willingness to take an engagement early on and hang out around that pole. But either way, I'm glad that CLG finally, with their best foot forward, winning rounds. We're jumping, trying to get some information. JDM actually going to spot one out in adreN. He's going to miss the first shot. adreN doesn't have an op to counter him. AKs across the board for Team Liquid. Maybe shuffling their feet a lot in response to that.
Yeah, and win or lose on this round, Liquid are going to be able to do all AKs again. So it's going to be tough for CLG to get out to those easier rounds, force those terrorists to save up. They'll have to win 2 more rifles in a row. Finesse is in a good spot to do some damage. He spots one, but he is kind of being triple peeked out of this door. He's going to go ahead and fall back. He's on half HP, and, shots hitting that fence behind him. They saw that he retreated back into the site. So they've opened up a big part of the map now, Team Liquid has. But look at this, flanking JDM.
It's going to be on JDM.
Oh, and he will catch EliGE. That was the bomb as well. They were trying to bring it back towards A. And the jig is up. JDM, can he hit another shot onto FugLy? FugLy going to give him the butt peek. And that shot will be missed. JDM in a tight spot now. Nitro finds Tarik. Finesse finds adreN. JDM gets FugLy. Cutler brings down Nitro. Bomb down. And suddenly it's flowsicK in a 1-on-3 just like that. CLG able to hold on.
I'm once again surprised at how disjointed Liquid became once CLG started to figure out their location and their whereabouts. Team Liquid so successful when they can get an opening pick and then hide where the majority of their teammates are. And when CLG spotted all their players stuck in the stairs area, it allowed JDM to push up, take that aggressive peek that really they so desperately needed. And he's starting to get to work with that op. Really exciting to see. And now, really comfortable round for CLG. Actually, comfortable round for both teams, as you said. Liquid able to fully AK up across the board. CLG, no problem buying up again. It was a really clean round for them, keeping 3 players alive right there. And also, they're starting to get the Molotovs and all the supplementary nades they need to win retakes, or at least keep Liquid away from bomb sites when Liquid does get opening picks. But now Tarik mixing things up, finding an opening pick for himself, taking down FugLy.
Yeah, nice opening pick, because again, it is still that rifle round from Team Liquid, and actually, even if they lose this one, they'll probably be able to do a mixture of AKs and Tech 9s if they want to. Team Liquid, maybe they will save. JDM peeking out! Missing that first op shot, and now EliGE actually takes his head off. JDM with an op, of course, doesn't get a kill, so he hasn't done any damage. And that's right there, 4 on 4 now. Team Liquid back in this with a pretty good chance on the round. 3 people out towards long, 1 still, that's flowsicK watching the flank in those stairs. There is really no flank to speak of, though. Finesse maybe thinking about creeping out of that B bomb site for the time being. Tarik's also rotated down, so you got CLG now running a 2-2 setup on the bomb sites. But it's still going to be A for Team Liquid.
No real
flowsicK faking.
Long answer for Liquid here anymore. I wonder if flowsicK's going to continue to draw more rotates with that, or if hazed and Cutler are going to stay. But it looks like they are going to be staying. But Cutler spotting terrorists out, so they have to know the A bomb site is on Cutler. Getting one through frag. It seems like they're fragging almost better through smoke than when they can actually get their eyes on the players. Cutler taking a repeat, catching 2 more frags. Can he make it a 4K? No, he cannot. He gets taken down, but Tarik right there for the trade frag. So with that, CLG stringing together 3 rounds in a row, clawing their way right back into it. We said Team Liquid was showing no signs of slowing down, and I think right as we were saying that, they have been slowing down, but still are sitting on so much cash. They can keep this rifle train moving. And Metro going to be easily able to buy up with that AK, so no slowing down for them, but it seems like CLG kind of figuring out Team Liquid and doing a job of stealing away those opening picks. I mean, I feel like we saw in the beginning flowsicK pushing out towards the Long Bay area, finding picks routinely, and now they've just been completely unable to. And also, once they punished, it was either Finesse or hazed for pushing all the way out. CLG has not made that mistake since, so they've been playing really passively, really standard, really disciplined Counter-Strike, and it's working out for them big time.
Yeah, and if they actually come out ahead in this half, CLG will definitely deserve it, because they've had to fight against like 4 rifle rounds in a row. Well, this being the 4th, coming out from Team Liquid, and they've almost won all of them. Of course, what happens this round will actually determine that. And even still, the CTs are in a place. That's why it's rough. Those rounds still have been close, right? You lost 4 people on round 10, 2 on round 11, and 3 on round 12. So even if CLG lose just 1 after winning 3, they will be right back onto a save. Maybe because those off habits are expensive. But Finesse saying, we don't need to think about that because we're going to win this round. Gets that opening pick on the Nitro, brought in by EliGE. hazed against EliGE. So the trades are there, but now adreN going out.
The barrels guy, Cutler.
Cutler, though, at barrels. Wow. Sneaky beaky like, man. Give him the badge.
Really, really well played, and EliGE in the beginning of the game was the entry frag master that Liquid needed, just pretty much going anywhere and picking up 2 frags when he got there. Seems to have been stifled a little bit. Did pick up a frag there moving into the B bomb site, but just can't quite get it working, can't quite be the playmaker that he was earlier on in the half. Now CLG stringing together 4 rounds in a row. Money still not quite comfortable over there. They are still spending a lot as they go, but they are winning rounds, and really, that's all they can ask for. FugLy catching a frag on JDM. That off is going to be removed from the round really quickly.
It is. Tarik's in a tight spot as
Tarik,
well.
you need that frag. Good.
He will get Nitro, but they know he's in those bathrooms. That smoke is kind of protecting him for now. Liquid can't peek much wider without revealing themselves to that bomb site. Tarik will go down. FugLy finds him. adreN gets hazed as well. I think was running into to help out, and that's actually the man advantage here for Liquid. Cutler maybe should have had that kill, but adreN was able to duck behind those flowers. And it's Cutler. He's come up big a couple rounds now. Can he do it again? No. flowsicK with the op brings him down. And this was the easier round, right, for CLG, but maybe just the change of pace because Team Liquid running the save really caught them off guard. And Finesse, he peeks out for information, and they're all just sitting there waiting. flowsicK ops him, and now they officially win the half. Team Liquid with 8, CLG with 6.
Yeah, and as I was just talking about, the money still didn't get comfortable for CLG, despite the fact that they were stringing together rounds moving into this last round. There is no reason for them not to fully buy up, but a fully buy up isn't really a lot for them. It equates to 2 rifles, actually a good chunk of supplementary nades, but 2 CZs and a 5.7 to work with. Let's say a 5.7, not too shabby of a gun. The CZs
arguably better
aren't
than the
either.
FAMAS.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't. If I could afford a FAMAS on last round, I'd be buying a FAMAS, but a 5.7 is a great secondary firearm to have on you.
I mean, if I had the monkey business, I think I'd be going with the 5.7.
That's true. Yeah, I guess maybe if I had a nicer skin, I would be 5.7ing.
Because chimping ain't easy, as Tarik will remind us all. Let's see what he can do here. Will they slip on the banana peels as they go into the bathroom? They will. He finds 2. Actually, no, JDM's supporting on that one. Hazed also found a kill with the CZ. Looks like pistols are just what the doctor ordered. Team Liquid winning a pistol round, and that looks like CLG might be okay to do it here. adreN a 1-on-4. He goes, I know what this means. This means I got to pull up the Tech 9. He'll find Finesse, and he gets it to a 1-on-3. He does not have the bomb, though. So it'd still be hard, but definitely a lot easier if the bomb was in his inventory right now. I'll push that smoke. Oh, actually getting shot from behind. Hazed also on those stairs finds him, and there it is, the half. 8-7, but Team Liquid does win it on the T side.
adreN actually hit a really nice off shot there, legging Hazed as he was coming up the stairs. Such a good job pre-aiming on the angle, except Hazed was a lot higher up on the stairs than he thought. With that, CLG making this a game here, but it's really hard to deny that Liquid got the better of them, winning the half on the harder side of the map. I expect that Team Liquid is going to have a really well put together CT side, but you know, who really knows? Time will tell. Pistol rounds have been going back and forth all game. Liquid seems to pick up the clutch ones, the ones when they really need it, but CLG was able to surprise Liquid right off the bat on train with a pistol round win on the terrorist side. Who is to say that they can't do it right here, right now, and pull themselves into the game and take really what will be their first lead of the game in this game, and their first real lead, excluding the pistol rounds of train of the series. So a lot on the line for CLG right here. Just a reminder to everyone, this is a best of 3, but it is a single elimination tournament. So CLG needs to win this map if they want to keep their tournament dreams alive and try to push it to map 3, which would be Inferno, but we'll even see if Liquid will give up that much footing.
Indeed. So coming down to this pistol round, this one's going to be very important for CLG to start off on the right foot here. And also something interesting to note, our first map train and this map overpass so far, the pistol round and the next 2 have all gone to the terrorists. So all 3 times. Let's see if it will hold true. That's got to bode well for CLG, right? Like, maybe that's a useless statistic. I'm actually pretty sure it is, but hey.
Yeah, anything you could skew in favor of positive morale is going to be important. And CLG, I think, needs all the morale they can get right now. The Liquid players getting rushed down immediately by those Glocks. Never seen some solid USP play in the series so far, and Hazed and Cutler teaming up right off the bat for frags.
Yeah, and Hayes is going to pick up that USP now. The CTs couldn't use it. Let's see if the terrorists can. He'll peek out long. There's actually still 2 people there, and they're like, all right, well, so much for those angles. flowsicK, though, coming up the stairs. They were ready to intercept that, but flowsicK was just too quick on the trigger. Nitro now going to bring down Cutler, and suddenly this is very close. There is a kit as well. flowsicK has it, so there's a chance for Team Liquid, but of course that time ticking against them. CLG holding on to this B site. flowsicK, another one. Wow. So one of the CTs at least can use that USP. JDM, though, waiting for him here at Graffiti. Doesn't quite bring home that kill. Pushing up is FugLy. He's going to get caught in the back by Tarik. JDM peeks out to find flowsicK, and oh, the quick hops. Tarik looking for that kill. Might not matter. I think the bomb might do it in the end. Or the Glock burst.
Yeah, CLG winning a super important pistol round here. And if I'm not mistaken, we've seen 4 pistol rounds and 4 pistol rounds won by a terrorist team. That's pretty crazy stuff. And the USPs and P2000s just not getting going for either of these teams on any map. But I'm sure each terrorist team super happy about it. So CLG not wasting any time, going straight for rifles on the round, an MP7 on JDM. But they do not want to lose these rounds. And Liquid going for a buy very similar to what they did on Train. On Train, they chose to go to run a scout. That was almost really effective. They almost ended up using the force bet to the advantage and taking that round 2 off of CLG. But this round opting for those really strong 5.7s, a CZ, and a FAMAS on FugLy.
Yeah,
EliGE getting taken down right off the bat.
Big buy-in for FugLy. We have seen how dangerous these pistols have been, but with the first kill coming in, FNS bringing down EliGE, it's going to be more difficult. He's also just waiting for flowsicK or anyone to push through either of those drains. I'll do a little bit of damage to flowsicK, but not going to peek him anymore. The CT will back off. And let's see, they're all kind of in transition down there in that B site. Only Nitro up in A. No, actually, they're all stacked. Nitro's just in the window. So they're completely stacked to B right now. And it looks like the bomb was going towards A, but it's taken that audible all the way back to B. And it very much looks like CLG might just run into this trap. But will they be able to fight their way through it?
Or also, will the CTs hold for long enough? Oh, it seems like it. flowsicK hearing a lot of stuff.
Oh, what a flash
from a teammate. Got to get a frag off of it.
flowsicK. Another flash coming out. This time, though, they're going to turn. Hazed was the only one who was blind. He finds the kill, is brought down by Nitro, and running into the stack doesn't look like it's too much of a problem here for CLG, though a lot of players are really low. Can Nitro do this? Cutler does still have 100. And he'll peek out into 3 people just like that. And man, CLG, right? You know, they thought they were holding it long enough, watching their pushes, that the rotations would have been back into A, so they put the audible, brought the bomb to B, ran right into the stack. There was a beautiful flash, but unfortunately flowsicK wasn't able to start things off by capitalizing on four blind mice.
Yeah, and shame on flowsicK for making us break out the high voice to only not pick up any frags. Tisk, shame on him. Either way, he was going to be Team Liquid's, I guess, opener on that round to get things going and bring home that forced bought eco. Actually going to be going for another B stack, which is going to work out. The great reads from Team Liquid, just figuring out where CLG is going to go even before CLG knows where they're going to go.
Flipping that coin twice, and it lands on the B site 2 times in a row, but they run into that same issue. This time they're even more underfunded, right? They don't have those better upgraded pistols. They don't have that armor. EliGE, though, will at least find 1. That was hazed. He got 2 kills. Now EliGE still fighting here, but they'll find him. 10-8. And there it is. Terrorists all day on the pistols. That is, oh god, 12 rounds to terrorists just on the start of each half over the 2 maps. Like, that's pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy stuff, and really, except for that 1 round by Team Liquid on train with that scout buy, it hasn't really. It's kind of been smooth sailing after those pistol rounds. Nothing too. Actually, no, there was that crazy round this game in the first half when CLG almost ecoed Liquid, and it got worked down to that 1-on-2, and that was some really cool stuff. So I do stand corrected there. Yeah. Oh man, that was a really scary round for Team Liquid. I'm surprised they were able to pull that one out. But CLG now with their first lead of the game by 2 rounds on Team Liquid. Nitro actually going to be taking that same boost on adreN that was working so well for CLG earlier in the game. Let's see if they too can find success with it.
Yeah, CLG with 10 rounds here. So what, 3 more than they got on train at large? I thought this map might be even harder for them because Team Liquid seemed to be better on overpass than they seem to be on train. But I guess CLG is quite a bit better on overpass than they are in train as well. And here they go, trying to work up long. Bomb, though, is still floating back towards B. So they can sit tight, trying to wait just for any CT aggression that the terrorist here can shut down, get that man advantage. And we see that boost that JDM was a big fan of in the first half, now being used by Team Liquid. Nitro up on top. This is a fake, just flashes, smokes coming into that A site, trying to pull up the rotators, and they are. B site is completely empty, but is CLG gonna trust that their fake is working? Are they gonna go into that B site fast enough? And it looks like they will. They'll get in there, it'll be empty. Oh no, flowsicK's into graffiti actually. Yeah, but he's gonna be brought down. And adreN will catch one of those terrorists. Couldn't quite rotate. Hazed pushing up, finds EliGE, but FugLy is there. Now Tarik holding that angle aggressively. Nice, brings him down. That flash is going to get them both, and Tarik not actually hiding in the site. Didn't know, though. He's getting pushed out that smoke. Oh, no! The smoke falls in the crack! That would have been completely different, but the smoke fell down. I'm upset.
You're upset for them?
Overpass, please, man. I
really.
I hope he's got another mouse around, because if that was
That
me,
one would have
there
been
would be
smashed.
a broken mouse.
Especially if they had lost the round, that would have been a really upsetting way to lose.
Oh yeah, I guess they won the round, so that's
All is well that ends. I mean, between that smoke falling into that crack and it being just ineffective because of it, and then I think it was Tarik trying to find that M4 that he thought fell into the crack, turns out just took an even weirder bounce. I think it's about time they fix that, or just tell us, nah, that's it. That's the map. But yeah, the Liquid gonna be on an eco of their own, now down 3 rounds to CLG. They do still have the CZs in their hands, so anything is possible when you have an automatic pistol. And flowsicK finding an opening frag with the P250, taking down JDM right off the bat. Tarik trading him out.
Let's see. I don't know if EliGE spotted the bomb, because that gives up some information. Could pull those rotates or push people from A, but I guess they're not really looking to do that on their CT side with just pistols, anyways. They'll peek out. They'll find Cutler. They set up for the trade, but that's pretty nice. Unfortunately, the gun's a little far away, so even though they've got 2 kills, they've not been able to pick up a rifle. hazed will bring down Nitro. That was over towards middle. Got him at the top of the stairs, and now pushing through those terraced hallways is, well, there you go. Finesse and Tarik shooting down the drain. We'll find EliGE and FugLy. It's 12-8 in CLG. Well, it looks like they want to push us onto map 3, which will be Inferno. And that was that randomed 3rd map, so there would be a knife round there if we get there. Let's see if Team Liquid can finally get their foothold on the CT side.
And now that Liquid does have rifles in their hands, I think pushing Liquid to map 3 is going to be a little harder than it sounds, but CLG already moving in the right direction, and they have a ton of cash that they were sitting on. JDM with the AWP in his hands still has 4K despite spending a ton of money to get head armor, the AWP, a Tech 9, the supplementary nades he needs. So the fact that he still is sitting on 4K after that tremendous buy, we just goes to show how much money is going around there. adreN now with that AWP almost had an opportunity to peek the terrorists, but very well-placed smoke is going to bail them out of it. Now FugLy in a great spot to pick up multiple frags here. hazed. Okay, does actually pull out a rifle here, so that is good. FugLy getting 1 and then instantly getting traded out. So a 2-for-1 trade for JDM, really coming alive with the AWP now.
adreN trying to AWP from the back of the site, but Tarik will bring him down. Now it's just going to be EliGE. The rotation is coming fast from flowsicK. He had a deadly rotation on that pistol round. That'll have to be very deadly here if they want to have a chance. Bomb going down. EliGE pushing through that smoke will be brought down. It's up to flowsicK, hiding here behind the van by bank. I'll see 1 jumping over that sight box. I'll bring him down, but only 20 bullets, leaves just 2 in the clip after 1 kill, and there's really no chance there. Could even switch out to a secondary. And CLG, man, they are steamrolling on this T side. This was not expected.
Yeah, I would say it was not expected across the board. I don't think I expected it. I don't think you expected it. I don't think Liquid expected it. You know, hopefully CLG expected it. Hopefully they have faith within themselves to know that they are never out of a game. But I definitely got to imagine they're at least a little bit impressed with themselves. They're just doing such a good job of working the picks, working as a team, using the smokes and flashes so effectively to catch out the Team Liquid members. Looks like FugLy and EliGE are going to try to team up to get a frag on stairs. 1 apiece, and there you go. Looks like man advantage for Team Liquid and some rifles going in their direction.
Yeah, both those players have armor as well. FugLy with everything, and EliGE just without a helmet there. And, oh no, misses that shot. Your aim gets a little bit wonky when you're aiming straight up in the air, but maybe a kill he should have had, and in the end he gets it anyways.
Yeah, not sure if that was the play.
Chasing down that ladder?
Tarik. Yeah, that seems like a particularly tough one to pull off, but...
Nice nade by JDM.
Yeah, really solid ladder play from both of these teams here. I would not want to go down that ladder if I was JDM, and I don't think he should follow in Tarik's footsteps.
Is the bomb down there, though?
It's actually by the door.
Yeah.
So they are going to have to eventually get their way down there, but I'm not sure if the ladder is the strategy. JDM eventually going to go down now. hazed, last man standing, trying to fight off the eco. That's 50 HP. Going to be a tough one to win, but he might be able to just snag the bomb and get out of there.
Like a scene from Backdrafts here on the stairwell. hazed will go down, though. Team Liquid, they finally do it. They get around on the CT side.
Off of an eco, so they're going to be coming into a really not costly round for them. They get a huge firepower gift from CLG, but as I said before, CLG themselves sitting on a lot of cash. JDM spending 7K this round. Tarik spending a lot of money. Actually, no, it looks like that was just go TVing me. But either way, guns up across the board.
Go TV.
Yeah, that's just what happens. Money doesn't update. Smokes are crazy. Who knows what GoTV is going to throw at us next? JDM's going to be using that off over in short. Going to miss the first shot and get tagged down by EliGE, but both players going to come away with their lives. This is a bad peak for you, flowsicK. Actually, now that smoke comes out, it is much better. And he didn't really even go for it anyway. I was a little concerned for him.
Boost. That will get them a sight line. adreN was opping there just moments ago, but he's moved into the bathrooms. I don't know if he saw one of their heads kind of peek up, trying to get on top of that boost, so he kind of realized he didn't want to maybe get peeked from above and have someone run out at him, so he'll fall back. Team Liquid keeping everyone alive. JDM has taken about half damage. And we do have FugLy. FugLy's pretty pushed up towards that ladder. They actually, all the CT's controlling the stairs. That connector on this map that is pretty important to the terrorists. It is their faster rotate, and even then it's still not that fast. And FugLy decides to take those shots, and that was a very smart play to just get out of there after he didn't quite find the kill. He did a ton of damage, though, got Tarik down for 12. But adreN gonna bring FNS down in the bathrooms here. Hasn't quite been able to fall back through the fire. He peeks. JDM maybe couldn't quite see him. He'll turn around, get another kill there. adreN, he burns Tarik alive as well. He was creeping up with, remember, 12 HP, and the fire was too hot to handle for him. 2-on-1. Cutler, he's got a man behind him and a man in front of him.
No bomb in 5 seconds.
We'll find
just one frag.
Running out of time.
Just stay hidden. He has to hear him now. He might be able to get this frag after time if he chases. Cutler's doing a good job of staying hidden, staying hard to hit. He's also going to come away with that off, so really important for the economy of CLG. That's going to go right back to JDM, and they need to get that working. Team Liquid did such a good job that round of funneling CLG into a bunch of not good situations for them, taking control, as you said, of that stairs, under ladder area, and that just, it stops a rotate. It forces the terrorists to make bad plays and allows the CTs themselves to use that as their own quick rotate. They're not going to take control of it this round.
Yeah, they'll definitely be a bit more defensive here. We'll go for this boost. I don't know if they've actually used this yet. Generally, you're not pre-aiming the spot until you've at least seen it once, where Nitro's looking at. See if he'll catch hazed off guard. They're also going for their sort of, the terrorist version of that, or hazed is just jumping, spotting it. Bomb is down over there towards middle. So for the time being, it's kind of slated towards A. You've got Tarik watching the pushes as a terrorist coming out of that B site. If the CTs try to grab any more information, they'll be greeted with bullets. A lot of jump spotting going on. FugLy doing that in the back of the A site. Good grenade. Just expecting someone to be boosted there, but spraying down through the smoke, adreN will catch finesse.
So many through smoke frags we've seen this game.
Yeah, there's been quite a bit. JDM working up towards those bathrooms. Oh, Nitro, what a flash over that. Pushes one, JDM pulls out that P250, but gets nothing afterwards. adreN finds him, didn't even get to use the op on the round. That nade should do it. No, just missed the kill. Bomb will go down. Cutler, though, falling right afterwards. And now it's hazed on 4 HP. He'll go down. And it'll be Team Liquid. I mean, they are making their way back into this.
Yeah, stringing together rounds, and I think that might force CLG onto an eco round here. And such a good job bobbing and weaving around the bathrooms, using smokes to their advantage, using the boosts. I thought Finesse was going to be able to be a lot more effective there after catching a peek when he came out of the stairwell on the boosting players, but players just use that smoke so well. adreN catching the frag through it and then flashing a teammate through it for his teammate to get another frag. Really great team play all around from Liquid. Actually, CLG going to have enough money to force up. Some bad mental math on my part, but there's going to be a lot on the line for them this round. We'll be taking some quick birthday control, and now bathroom control. They're just straight up pushing through it. They're going to try to get out ahead of adreN and his teammate Nitro. adreN getting caught out, but Nitro's still alive.
FugLy, though, from the site will bring down Tarik. That'll keep it to a 3-on-3 as they try to go very, very quick with the Galils. I mean, you only need like $3,500 for Galil armor and a couple nades on that T side, so they do decide to force this up pretty heavily. Looks like they were in that mid 3K, low 4K range in money, and let's see, this will be important because they will be saving if they lose this one. Finesse finding a kill and a second.
With the
one
last
tap
bullet.
with the last bullet. Finesse delivers that one perfectly and a good nade. Oh no, it hits the crossbar. That would have been a pretty dirty nade onto flowsicK. would have weakened him up. But now flowsicK coming over,
It
makes
gets the
noise,
bomb
but
down.
finds JDM, and yeah, the bomb. That was the carrier. It will not be able to get planted. Finesse will have to scoop it back up in a 1v1. With time, it looks like he's going back down the stairs. Will flowsicK expect this? Oh no, he's just sitting in bank, just waiting to be pushed from the other direction, and this might be a little too next level. I think flowsicK just got wind of that.
Yeah, I think he saw him right there at the end. flowsicK, though, not sure what direction. He's not sure if he's going to get faked. Move back in the direction, but Finesse moving up the boost stairs, going to get caught out by flowsicK. flowsicK must know. He has an idea. He's not looking the right direction.
Oh!
Finesse with the bomb out. Going to be just as surprised as flowsicK was there, but flowsicK's advantage. He had his AK out, so he wins a huge one-on-one right there. CLG must be kicking themselves a little bit for that one. Oh man, great! Actually a 2-on-1 grand total, if I'm not mistaken, as he hopped up the boost stairs. Got that first frag on the bomb carry. They just weren't sure what direction he was coming from. It took him so long, and he shift walked for so long that they thought he was gonna be coming up on the flank through the lower ladder stairs.
Might have even thought at a point that he just went to B. I mean, walking that rotation is still only like 5 to 10 seconds.
Yeah, man.
I mean, running it's about 3. I don't know, walking maybe 6.
Yeah, not really sure. I'll have to try to calculate that later. But the B take is on. It's gonna be up to flowsicK to catch these frags. He's able to get a dink right off the bat, but can't find a frag. He's going to get overrun as FugLy finds one on Finesse.
Yeah, nice to start off the round with a kill here when you're just running out with those pistols. Tarik will be spotted, brought down by EliGE. JDM's pushed himself up under that window and will not be quite expected. FugLy, though, immediately getting that trade out. And then one more as Cutler coming out of the sandbags, the connector there. And that Molotov going down. Won't even give him time to burn. Free cremation services from adreN.
Either way, that is a bomb plant for CLG as Nitro calling for a pause. 13-13. Game is really coming down to it. CLG going to be using that extra bomb money plus the bonus money from losing 5 straight to make a really convincing buy out of this. A lot of money flying around Finesse. The only player not sitting on a lot of cash with 4,200. Plenty for a terrorist. It was Nitro who called the pause, despite the fact that it's CLG that is losing their grip on this game. EliGE still hasn't bought, so maybe EliGE is timed out. Hopefully he's not. He is going to buy up as well. Not really sure what this pause is all about.
I don't know. I mean, I would have thought initially, I assumed it was CLG maybe just taking a timeout because things have been going south for a while, and now that it's tied up, I mean, this round is round 27, the most important round of the game so far. They've got tons of money, CLG does. They can buy whatever they want. They'll have their best chance to win this, take that lead back, get within 2. And either way, it looks like we might be going down the home stretch.
Yeah, definitely a much more competitive game here than we saw on Train, which is crazy because Train was CLG's map pick. And this one,
I bet they regret that.
Liquids. Yeah, obviously hindsight is 2020. I'm not sure if they were expecting to play better themselves or if they just weren't expecting Liquid to be so lights out on that map. I'm not quite sure what the thought process was there, but either way, we are back live. Game is being unpaused. 13-13. This is it. These are the rounds. They need to win. Either team, doesn't really matter who. Both teams very desperate for this one. It looks like Team Liquid going to take some long control right off the bat over at A, but I'm going to be shifting over towards B for the terrorists.
Yeah, JDM with that up, just trying to look and open something up. We got a CT creeping down into the stairs. That was adreN. Finesse greets him, and he'll take him down. Nitro, though, gets hazed, and you're right back into a 4-on-4. And that was an aggressive long push coming out from Liquid. They sent 2 people. They got that hit squad out long, and they found a kill. And they've even things back up. But they're far away from that B site where the action is. So they're having that long rotation back, which is not generally what you have to say CTs are doing on Overpass. But B still holds for now. EliGE! Oh my god, he got the fire kill on the Tarik.
And JDM going down fragless with the off. This is exactly what Liquid needs. Another great nade from EliGE.
And he gets the... Who needs guns? EliGE. He doesn't need guns.
It's not even who needs guns. It's who needs to see the enemy so far in this game. The frags are coming out through smokes, nade frags left and right, just like crazy. Pretty much both maps as well. Nade frags going out like crazy. And sick frags from EliGE right there. 26-20. Top fragger by quite a big margin for him, and absolutely the MVP for his team so far in the series and in this game in particular.
Yeah, that round was insane. that well-read Molotov to the back corner, and then of course that grenade. I mean,
Yeah.
common grenade, but the fact that the player was so low and he'd already got a fire kill makes it kind of funny. But Team Liquid are back in the lead after a very rough start here on their CT side. It looks like, however, they've been able to adapt a little bit. It's kind of the same story, right? Liquid came out the gate swinging on T side. It took the counter-terrorist a while to adapt, but later on in the half, they were winning 5 of the 6 rounds. Here, CLG just steamrolled like 6 in a row, but now Team Liquid have answered back with 6 of their own, and since they won the half, 8-7, they lead by 1 here, 14-13. EliGE has taken some damage. And standard stuff here from Team Liquid, not getting too aggressive on the CT side, and CLG are just spread out looking for anything. And there it is, Cutler finds one over towards B.
On EliGE. Not quite sure how he got that frag without spamming him unless he peeked on short. Now finesse. Yeah, pushing out in bathroom. Gonna find a frag on adreN. Tarik finding one of his own, so it looks like CLG gearing up to tie this game up once again. Hazed pushing through a smoke, catching Nitro in the side of the head. Great play there. And Nitro calling for a pause as Hazed locks it up with a frag on FugLy. 14-14 is the scoreline.
Another pause here.
Awesome. I'm curious what it's about. I'm not really sure.
I mean, this one might be a
they're
liquid
even-
timeout. They could have both been liquid timeouts. I mean,
Yeah, Nitro called both of them.
yeah. I know he paused it both times, but the first
I'm
one.
saying this one might be like this
yeah,
one for
because the
them,
first one they were
actually.
rolling. It's like, why do they need to pause? But now that they've lost around there and it's tied back up, could be OT, or sorry, a pause. What am I saying? It could be OT though. My subconscious, I guess, is just ahead of me.
Yeah, you just know you're getting that feeling. We've all been there, and CLG picking up.
It's 34-30 confirmed. HLTV Team Liquid takes it.
Oh God, 34-30. Could you imagine?
I can't imagine
That would
actually.
be-
That's
Oh,
what the
yes,
affinity map went to on Cash.
Oh man, that would be pretty crazy stuff. Let's see if we even make it to OT before we start talking about what 6 OTs or whatever
that
you
would be
had
6
to
OTs,
go through.
yes.
That is pretty crazy stuff here. But CLG.
Ah, I see. ISP is to blame here. It looks like they are maybe experiencing not maybe a ping, but
Oh
maybe
yeah!
some
Oh my
loss
God!
or
Nitro
choke
has
or something.
260 ping.
Yeah, I pressed tab. It didn't see anything, but now that I see Nitro is going through the roof.
It is dropping, so it must have already dropped for him. Really poor time for him to be experiencing any form of lag here. FugLy so close to trading off that frag, but he doesn't need to. EliGE catching it right off the
Is
bat. Now
almost there.
there's 2 players there. Got caught out with a nade, and frags going by the way of Liquid. Huge, huge frags there.
Wow, Tarik had a really good sense that flowsicK was still creeping around. Maybe he heard a footstep, but he definitely didn't see him. He was well aware. Smoke off those sandbags right now. CLG still fighting even though it is 2-on-4. Maybe they can do this. He actually catches one through the smoke. Doesn't get the player running through though, and adreN closes it out with the 2K. And man, that round was so close to going CLG's way in that hallway and that connector. Like they double peeked to try to find those trade frags, but didn't quite get them. And then Team Liquid re-peeks and kills them instead. And then at that point, it had just fallen apart. Good effort by those last 2 guys, but it'll be Team Liquid. They're pausing again here. I guess ping still being the issue. As
260 for Nitro.
Yeah.
Setting new records here. But
records. If only a high ping was a good thing.
Yeah, right. But CLG, their saving grace was the fact that on that round 28 that they won, they kept 5 players alive. If that came down to it, if that was a one-on-one that they just barely squeaked out or something like that, their money would not be great right now. So it's good for them that they were able to win that round so convincingly, as this round is really for all the marbles for them. Team Liquid could send them packing bright and early, probably something like 10 a.m. over there in that West Coast LAN house. I don't know how time works. 10 a.m.?
I don't know.
Who
I don't wanna
knows?
do simple
Could be
math.
11.
I don't want to do simple
yeah.
math on stream right now.
Either way, I know they had to. They were starting pretty early.
We know that it's earlier on the West Coast.
Yes,
or at least that
is,
far.
As you go west, it does get earlier. I can confirm that for you guys out there. But yeah, they were. I mean, they were up bright and early for this. I think they were hoping to have a long day of Counter-Strike ahead of them. I mean, they still can. They still can get practice in. They could still, who knows what other counter. It's a Saturday. Probably tough to get other teams to play you on a Saturday. But either way, this is the round that they need to win to push it to overtime. Hopefully, Nitro's ping can drop so we could get this over. Wow, 360 now. He just is pushing the envelope here of what a single man can do with an internet connection.
All right, well, let's get some information here on the tournament. So this is that first game of the day, obviously, here for the iBUYPOWER Summer Invitational. CLG versus Team Liquid. The winner of this match will go on, and the winner of this match will actually play tomorrow. So win or lose, you're only playing one game today if you're either of these teams, at least here in the Summer Invitational. But the winner of this will play Cloud9 versus Affinity. And Affinity, you know, having made it through the qualifiers, they are that 8th seed as a result of that, so they have to play number 1. And that's the big boys, Cloud9.
It's going to be tough.
That's going to be tough, yeah. And playing so many qualifiers that come in and then have to go against the strongest. Obviously, they knew what they were signing up for, but that's going to be tough. And that will be later on today, the Cloud9 Affinity matchup. But the next match we do actually have for you is now on the other side of the bracket. It'll be Keed versus Elevate. And this one, I mean, this should be interesting. I actually have not had a chance because Keed just missed out on being in the CEVO MLG Pro League, so I have not cast Keed officially at all, and generally I'm casting so much, I haven't really had a time to watch them. So I'm excited to see them play.
Over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the most hyped up team in North America right now that we just don't get our hands on ever. So hopefully we get to see them in Season 8 after the LAN finals do eventually conclude. It would be a real shame to not include them as well. I mean, who knows? Who knows what they have to do to be included or not? You know. But as a top tier team in North America, it would be a shame if they don't get just some form of CEVO competition, just to spread their wings, get as many matches in as possible. But the game is now going live.
Back.
Yes, EliGE apologizing to the other team. Really, it should be Nitro apologizing.
Yeah,
either
EliGE.
way. Oh man, his ping is going back up. Oh man.
Oh god, I'm watching him run and it hurts my soul.
Oh god, hopefully for his sake the Team Liquid players can figure things out here. If I was CLG, I would be moving towards that A bomb site.
Maybe Nitro will just like lag appear around a corner and spray down 3 of them. It happens,
Sure,
man.
he would like that. He's actually pushed really far out long.
Look at the hit squad for the terrorists. They've just moved out. They've walked past the guy in the bathrooms completely. That's adreN. They will finally bring him down, but they're just storming onto this A site. And look at Nitro. He's all the way back in party trying to hit these shots. He's going to be lit up down to 19 HP right there. He'll just hide and try to stay alive. Oh, but he's brought down by Finesse. That late rotator is still hanging out in the playground, trying to have a good time.
Looks like CLG gearing up to push this to overtime with some really poor timing on the Nitro lag. Now hitting tab. Looks like his ping has dropped, so actually it's going all over the place. I won't even keep an eye on it.
Yeah, he said it.
We'll assume it's
in
just
chat,
messed up.
which I don't know if the stream saw. He said it would drop to 60 and then right back up to 500. So it's not working out, man. He needs to drop some Nitro in his ISP.
Good one. Good one. As the terrorists are now moving into the site. EliGE catching a frag on 1. He's going to get pushed by Tarik, unable to get the trade frags. Now with 2 on 3, the non-laggy players for Liquid coming in. It's going to be able to deny a plant.
FugLy. Can he do it? He can keep him out of this, but Finesse coming in. Now it's going to be flowsicK once again in a 1-on-2. I can actually say we've seen him win these on this map. He won't even find the first kill, though. It's Finesse getting a bit of revenge there. Takes him down with a headshot, and that'll push this into OT, which generally would be super pumped. But with all this lag starting to appear right now at the end of the half, it's probably going to continue, and this OT could be a rocky pause and unpause showdown.
Nitro dipping out of the server, though, so hopefully just restarting his router or something really quickly. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what he needs to do. He needs to stop lagging for his team to stay in this. I mean, he was in such a good position to catch flanking frags there. He got a lot of information for his team. Who knows if he was even, too laggy to calm to them what was happening. Who knows what is going on. Lag is a real killer out here. So
it is.
Yeah, they hopefully for Team Liquid's sake, they could get him back in and low pinging for this overtime. And even if not for this overtime, for map 3, which they've earned themselves after picking up that huge win on Train. Not CLG's fault though. It's you can't really blame them for taking advantage of the situation.
Well, even then, like, you can't say they wouldn't have done it regardless, right? They came out into the second half with a ridiculous T side, and they were in the lead for a long time. They took 6 in a row. I mean, they were storming, and then, of course, there were a couple rounds answered back in a row by Team Liquid, but when they needed to, CLG able to get a couple at the end. I guess that's kind of when the lag hit. But I don't know, man. It's a discredit to CLG because Train was really rough for them, but they started swinging here in the second half of Overpass, and it sucks that the analysis kind of just gets ruined by what ifs because the player started lagging his ass off.
Yeah, definitely so. We are going to be waiting for Nitro to hop back into the server. Hopefully he won't be too long.
Yeah, I think we'll just take a break, guys. If he's restarting or even calling his ISP or what, who knows what's going down. But hopefully Nitro will be back soon, and we will be as well. Of course, I'm Helium. With me is Later. We'll be doing this first series of you for the day, and I think I'll be casting with Gex for the next 2 series. I think we have 2 more best of threes on the day. Gex, formerly a TF2 caster, coming over. And I know there's been a lot of TF2 faces in the chat cheering on your boy Kurt, or the Observer, as you guys can see, Truck, also coming over from TF2. So let's
good on them. We're showing them the light.
CSGO is, yeah, CSGO, man. It's growing. But, of course, TF2 is awesome as well. And with that, we're going to go to a break. Welcome back, everyone. It wasn't too long. We got Nitro back here in the server, ready to kick off overtime on map 2 and the first best of 3 of the day here for the iBUYPOWER Summer Invitational. Team Liquid CLG. Third map will be Inferno if we need to get there. And let's see, has it calmed down?
It has. Well, at least for now.
His internet is now fast, and it's no longer furious.
Oh, man, these are just writing themselves as we move forward. The game is now live. The LO3s are out. We're doing MR3 10K. So a lot riding on these ops.
Ops for JDM.
JDM and adreN as well. Both working themselves down to 2K and change. So really important that either one of them come out on top for their team. Team Liquid going to be taking a really aggressive stance out there. The short A area. Including adreN scoped in on birthday. He's going to not find anyone as actually all the terrorists are going long. Going to be on Nitro to hear this. He must hear this right now.
He turns the other way, but he will still spray down too. Those silence bullets don't quite clue in Cutler as to what's going on. He finds 2. I mean, that's as much as you can ask for. He also lit up hazed. Hazed very low. Well-placed nade could bring him down. We have seen quite a few of those. So 4-on-3 right now. adreN still holding onto the site. Getting to play the CT side. Finish regulation on the CT side, and they start OT on the CT side, so that actually bodes quite well, I think, for Liquid.
Definitely. It looks like CLG might be posturing to fall back. The bomb going to be sliding over there towards short bathroom side, but either way, it's going to be an A take of some kind as Finesse coming back and rejoining his team. adreN with that op still in sight. Not going to have a direct line of sight on the players coming out long, but it is no secret where the CLG players are coming out from, especially as flowsicK is coming up on a big flank. He's not going to see him short at all.
Oh, that Molotov is going to cut them off. Hazed went through, but no one else can really make it. Hazed will get one, but the trade is there. And Team Liquid is already the team that had the man advantage.
15 seconds. They need to make sure they don't get killed after time, too. They need to go now.
That would still hurt even in OT. They're trying to come out. adreN almost gets him in a 2-for-1 right there. Finesse down to 10 HP. FugLy working him in. Will find the kill. They even had a player on the flank just to secure everything in case they tried to, not that they had time to retreat out, but run away and try to get those kills after time. 16-15, Team Liquid winning that first round in OT.
A huge round for them to return to form after Nitro was all over the place with his ping, and he actually proved to be a huge factor for his team over there in the bathrooms. He flipped his mouse away at the last second, assuming that he would get pop flash, but it looks like the CLG players were just not ready for that at all. Botched flash from adreN, as actually probably wouldn't have hit anyone anyway. There's no one really in that direction except for hazed. Moving towards birthday, for his sake, I hope he doesn't peek there, because adreN is going to have an op trained right on him.
He's just
FugLy must hear him jumping.
I don't know. He was kind of far.
Yeah, maybe not, actually. You might be right. But either way, there are players right below him. He's definitely in the hot spot to hear terrorists.
Sounds are not as loud for movement and footsteps as they were in games previous. But FugLy, there he is in that position. And that will generally catch people off guard the first time. He gets one. Especially when you're going out alone, right? There was no buddy system there. Finally, a player does come out a little bit later, but the CTs were doubling up as well. And a beautiful flash. flowsicK with a nice headshot, bringing down JDM. Just Tarik there, comes unblind at the nick of time, actually finds 2. And he will be able to get the bomb down here, which means more money to buy up in that last round of OT, because, well, if they happen to lose this, losing 2 is still pretty tough. The nade's coming in, slowing him down. He'll peek out. Nitro finds him. There it is, 17-15. You're looking for 19 on the scoreboard, by the way, for those unfamiliar with these overtime rules.
flowsicK was really in a position to clamp that round down before it really even got out of control. He could have denied CLG a plant as well, which is actually going to be really nice for them to fill out their inventories going into this last round of the half. He didn't see the last remaining player right off the bat, so I guess he assumed that the player had fallen all the way back and pulled out something else that wasn't his gun as he peeked into it. So we're going to see rifles across the board for both teams, except for a Tech 9 on JDM and dun-da-da-da, a Negev on EliGE. He's gonna gear up to spray down. I guess it looks like a BM,
I don't care what the poll said. Let's watch EliGE.
Yeah, right? Oh, I'm on EliGE cam right now. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like any of the CLG members are going to be going in that direction. Interesting flash that he just threw. The only player there is going to be Finesse, and he's not even going to be going towards short if I had to take a guess. Oh, he is. Actually, he's going to open up the door. I'm sure EliGE kicking himself a little bit there, but either way, not going to find a ton of action with that Negev.
CT's got 2 in the A site and 2 out towards long. If they actually do decide to go A, it's going to be very, very difficult, pending maybe some amazing smokes, of which they do have 4 of. Finesse not able to afford any. And JDM goes for the Tech 9 so that he can afford some. And then, of course, EliGE still has a Negev. Oh, and adreN saw ahead of a terrorist. A lucky terrorist, perhaps, trying to throw this nade. adreN as well now, going to bank off that incendiary. Tarik has cross, and it looks like adreN is very much expecting that. Tries to shoot his arm as he's letting those nades go, but just misses. He's very blind. JDM opens up the round. Tech 9 kill onto Nitro. adreN still holding on. Can't get one. FugLy, though, coming in from long. And now the 5-7 very close. There he is. EliGE with the Negev gets 1 kill, and he's about to hold down the bathrooms as well. Oh, not even able to get more than 1 with it. And Team Liquid will storm the first half of OT. They win all 3 rounds.
Yeah, really convincing rounds as well. The only round that got was a little close was that second OT round, and it was really just more of a misstep from flowsicK than it was great play from CLG. So Liquid now has 3 rounds ahead of them, and they only need to pick up 1. That is a really good spot to be in if you are Team Liquid. And EliGE using that Negev surprisingly well, despite the fact that it is a less than orthodox gun to have in that situation. Picking up a 2K with it would have been, got to imagine that's pretty frustrating if you're his teammates and he just gets picked right off the bat with it.
Yeah, like thank you, EliGE, for that.
Yeah, sick Negev by bro. But no, he actually is able to be effective with it. We are now waiting for 1 player in Finesse to ready up, and he is now ready. Liquid posturing to lock this one up after, I guess, I mean, I feel like if you're Liquid, you got to be thinking to yourself, this game shouldn't even be an OT. If Nitro, you know, was able to move and shoot effectively, it would have been locked up already. But either way, winning 3 straight has to be a huge weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, and actually going quickly right back to that last round of the first half of OT, I feel like they had a chance there, CLG, to win that, but they didn't send a single person long, and as a result, it's that CT player that was still, you know, at long completely. They got caught on unaware by him, and he basically won the round for them. But here we are now into a new half. Team Liquid, it's been a while since they've been on that T side.
Double ops from CLG as well. Double ops from both teams even. That's the thing we had seen this series at all.
For the terrorists. But I mean, it's overpass, I suppose.
Works.
Liquid coming up the stairs, so controlling that. Trying to get out there into construction. They open the door, and was it adreN that took the shot right there? He was. I don't even know where hazed was standing, to be honest. He must have just been out by the sandbags.
Yeah, and the frag going. Liquid right off the bat. It looks like JDM taking that boost that was so effective for him and the rest of his teammates on the CT side, but there is no way adreN is...
Oh, he was just standing behind the stack of plywood when the door opened up. So he was just like aiming at the door, and adreN was there with the op quicker.
Yeah, it's hard to be quicker than adreN, especially when he's up in his hands. So Team Liquid gearing up for an A take of sorts. JDM falling off of that boost. He might get punished for it if FugLy peeks around in the other direction, which he is now doing. JDM can't really make up his mind. Hits the first frag on EliGE, though. Needs to get that frag on FugLy, and he does, as Cutler finds a frag elsewhere.
Yeah, so just flowsicK and Nitro right now. You ran that double op setup. flowsicK, if they want to run ops again, might want to just think about trying to save this, and I'm sure he will. With the 8 seconds, there's nothing that he could possibly do, and you don't want to risk dying after time. He is kind of far from that first CT. If anyone's going to get him, it'll be Finesse, but I don't think there's enough time even for that. He'll be good.
Oh, Nitro pausing.
Oh, no, that's not a good sign.
Nitro.
Oh, this time it's the mumble is ripped? All right,
That's
that's
fine.
a better
Mumbles
sign.
are a dime a dozen. You can find those. You just walk down
You
the
could
street.
join the
you'll find
CEVO
a
team speak
mumble
if
you
you
can
need
hop
to use
into.
it.
I guess at this level, you can't just join any old mumble. You never know who's
Yeah, that seems like a
going
good
to
way
be
to
on the
get
other. Yeah, yeah. You get
channel
your
the
IP
DDoSerinos.
stolen from you. So, oh man, hopefully they can get themselves under control here. Unfortunate what is going on for Liquid here, but I guess their saving grace is that no matter what happens, if they have to play Mumbleless or Nitroless, at this point they've already forced a guaranteed overtime too, so it's not like they can get really punished for it right now. But
No, it's not
they're
forced yet. Team Liquid could win.
oh, I'm sorry, I meant Team Liquid forced the double overtime, so like no matter what happens to them,
Oh, I got you.
yeah,
Sorry.
CLG
That was just me ignoring
can't
you
win the game. Yeah,
and then trying to correct you.
just trying to figure out what you were going to say next.
Yeah, something like that. All right, so 18 to 16.
Yeah, hopefully we can get this figured out and underway really quickly. adreN using that op right off the bat, a little, I guess not super confused by flowsicK's choice of rocking an op, but you got to imagine it's going to be a little bit more effective with a rifle. But it's weird that both teams actually decided to go double op at the same time.
Yeah, that was kind of odd.
Especially since neither of them had broken out that strat so far in the series, and it makes an appearance on the same round in overtime, the second half of overtime. EliGE asking if they're ready, must have gotten their mumble either back up or found another trusted one, and we are back underway. 10 seconds left on freeze time. Both teams fully bought up. Team Liquid going with the standard one-op buy. I think it is the correct decision here. We're going to see another straight-up gun round for these two. I'm curious at what point in that round Liquid was forced to stop communicating with each other, especially the dead players.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe it didn't come into effect just on that round. Could have been why they lost it. So let's give them another
Tarik pushed up with that op. An easy first frag and the bomb.
And the
second one while blind. Oof, Tarik.
adreN does find Cutler, though, so trying to bring it back. It is hard to win, though, a man down on the T side of overpass. And they've got to get back out to that bomb. adreN will throw that flash to try to get there. So at least they've scooped back up the package. Now they can try to go for a bomb site. And let's see if CLG is going to give them anything to work with. Will they peek? Will they maybe be brought down and even this right back up? hazed seems to be jump spotting into the construction area, where flowsicK is now entering that for Team Liquid. It looks like they will be gearing up for a B split. As much as you can split it with 3 players anyways. 2 out the drain, 1 out the connector. Let's see what they got. hazed going to go down. FugLy with a beautiful entry. Spotted Finesse, I think, too. Maybe that was just a pre-fire. They definitely know he's there now. Molotov going in, planting up in the smoke with about 30 seconds on the clock. FugLy is super low. He's got to get out of there. We've seen so many nades kill people down in that position. And, oh, pinned to the wall by that CZ. That looked painful for adreN. And now it's FugLy in a 1-on-3 with just 2 HP. He'll go for a nice little pop flash. We'll catch 1, but with 2 HP, man, he had no chance there. And Counter Logic Gaming now in a place where they can force OT number 2 on this round.
And a clutch, second to last round bomb plant for Team Liquid is going to allow them to buy up a little more comfortably here on pretty much all players except for EliGE. He's going to be sporting a P250 while the rest of his teammates, I'm sure, are going to be picking up some kind of rifle. Curious to see what Nitro goes with, and he's actually going to choose the AK over a Galil and some extra nades. So good on him. Still think that is the right decision. If you take an AK over a Galil, always the right decision, even if it means no smoke or Molotov.
Tarik just threw that off the map.
Yeah, good. That's a good idea. They don't want to use it on the round, and you make sure that no one on Liquid can pick it up. As you know, their money is not exactly where they want it to be. Quick play coming out from Liquid right off the bat. Going to try to pressure Tarik and JDM here. They're going to fall back really effectively, and Tarik starting things off right as he gets traded out, and JDM can't find the frag. 2 shots he's missed
that
so
one
far.
as well. Could be bad news, because now he's going to be smoked off here at long. He's got an incendiary at the ready. I think he threw that maybe to be extinguished immediately by a smoke. 4-on-4.
They're going to be swinging the bomb back, too.
Yeah, and lucky for FugLy that Cutler wasn't peeking that. Could have caught him down on that cross. It is just Finesse over here on that B bomb site.
Rotate's coming in, though. So he's going to have support from hazed, who is up there in heaven. That silenced M4. Doesn't really matter who, but someone, Finesse or hazed, desperately needs a frag on the incoming players. And adreN spotting hazed out. I think dinks him through some metal. Great shot by adreN.
Yeah, bringing him down to 57. They kind of, with that Molotov over to the barrels, and of course the damage coming in, it kind of does show that they want to go to beat. flowsicK, though, just crouch peeking there, finding Finesse. And hazed, we know he was already a little low. That flash will blind him up. And now flowsicK just planting. eliGE finally comes in and cleans up hazed. But, oh wow, Cutler from up top. There it is, 18-18. We're going into OT number 2.
Either team able to pick up a terrorist side round, and CLG going to be staying on the CT side of the map. Got to imagine that is going to be really comfortable for them just to keep the momentum going here. It'll be up to Liquid to break the momentum here and finally pick up a round on terrorist side. It seems like both teams are now definitely hitting their strides on the CT side of the map, so it might just be a race to who can win a terrorist side round, or really the most, depending on how these start to go. I'll also be curious to see if once reset to 10K, if Liquid or actually even CLG are going to be going back to that double op setup. Seems to be a lot more viable for the CTs on this map, and it was way more effective for the CTs in this half until, as you said, I think Tarik was the one who threw it away at the end.
Yeah. All right, so into a second OT right now. I think it's interesting to note that neither team is really being carried. Like, everyone is, you know, holding their own weight on both teams. I mean, you got 31 for Tarik, then at the bottom you got 20 for Finesse, but he's also the IGL. You got eliGE up top with 32 and flowsicK down there with 22. So there's only really about a gap of 10 between the top and the bottom of both teams. Everyone with 20 frags here coming out of that first OT. I think that's pretty impressive. A lot of times you will see some struggling
like
behind.
One player going super crazy,
or someone going really
someone
hard.
else like choking super terribly. But yeah, as you said, even frag distribution pretty much across the board, and actually even for both teams, which is interesting. But CLG can be taking some
tied.
early. Yeah, that is true. Some early stair control before getting mollied out as Liquid gearing up for what looks like a potential B take. Probably gonna fall back out of there, sensing the pressure from CLG. Tarik hit down to 44 HP.
All those nades coming in, though, and another flash going to blind them up. Cutler can't quite control that spray, but he was, again, full blind. He was very close to finding 2 frags there. Another spray down through the smoke. hazed will bring down eliGE, and he'll get flowsicK as well. So a big 2K for hazed, and it seems like the story really is going to be, in overtime, who wins a terrorist round first. And it certainly is not going to be Team Liquid here, unless FugLy does the unthinkable, and no, hazed will come in and find a 3K.
Seems like neither one of these teams has, I mean, throughout the entire game, as far as I can remember, been able to fake out the other team. Or I feel like both teams have always had the rotates perfectly, having the right amount of men in the correct direction. I mean, even when Liquid was on their save rounds after losing the pistol round right off the bat, they just took coin flip gambles and constantly were stacking the right bomb site, even without a real or true read on how the round was going. Good on all of them, and I think a lot of it also has to do with the stair control here from CLG, allowing them to rotate so quickly. Tarik getting ripped down by the Molotov and probably catching a frag. He knows he's getting chased down. Cannot take down Finesse. They know he's there now.
He hit that shot too. He legged him and he went down, but at least the trade was made. But you know, now you're in a 4-on-4 scenario. Well, until Finesse hits that and then adreN that one. So now right back to 3-on-3, and I mean, it's always, I guess this is the map where it is not the case quite as much, where if it's an even scenario less than 5-on-5, the terrorists are going to be favored. But with rotations as quick as they are on a map like Overpass, it maybe matters a bit less. Let's see what JDM can do, though, gearing up for the Bathrooms defense. And oh no, adreN is able to hit that shot. JDM, I thought he for sure was going to have that wider sightline, maybe be able to see him first, but no.
Nitro going to spot out hazed in the site as Cutler can't quite make up his mind on the rotate. He's going to stay in heaven towards B, so still a pretty quick rotate to A. He's actually going to fall out and play a more dedicated B. And actually hazed is going to be rotating towards A as well, making the complete wrong decision here. Smokes are going out. He now knows that he's going to be rotating back towards A. I'm still hesitating a little bit. It's going to get planted default, so
the default plant's so good.
Yeah, especially since they're now easily going to be able to fall back, and they have so much control of the site. I'm taken away for the CTs.
The best default plant in the game, and it looks like this will finally be the round for the terrorists. And maybe all they need is really one, as both teams clean sweep CT in the first overtime. Cutler trying to go in on this 1v3, just trying to find off brag, but Nitro takes him down. 2 kills for Nitro, 2 for adreN. That'll tie it back up, as Team Liquid did fall down around there.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if the game is going to be the race to who can get the first terrorist round so much as it is just a race to who can get any terrorist rounds, but Liquid kind of checking off that checkbox right off the bat. The criteria met for them if it is going to come down to the first terrorist round. And let's see if they can pick up a second one here as well. The CT's strapped up with cash, so no shortage of money going out for either one of these two teams. adreN really put his team on his back by getting that off pick on JDM. JDM, though, getting right back to work on long. He's going to have to avoid the op from adreN. He knows it's there.
Does he really want to repeat this?
With a flash, he does.
I guess he does, man. Catches them both. Now looking for that third EliGE. He's probably still expecting EliGE to be using an AK, and he is. He didn't try to scoop up the op and keep the op battle alive. So JDM looks like he will secure. Still, you know, CT side half here in OT. flowsicK going to be gunned down there by Finesse. And now it's just up to EliGE and FugLy. And at least, EliGE is spotted. They kind of know where he is. Tarik is there on the backside, so they know that they're either in long or the bathrooms. They haven't seen anybody else. CTs control everything. They'll try to boost up, let EliGE work this, try to find a pick. But I don't think CounterLogic Gaming are going to give them anything.
Yeah. That's a smart play there. JDM just missed
He
seeing
might
them.
be spotted.
He's got to get caught off guard.
Yeah, he does.
Gonna get shot in this side, so now the sight take is on. Cutler getting bullied away from the boost, but they have Tarik right there cutting off the angle from the flank. That is a huge position to be in. Probably looking that direction, but it's not gonna matter. 34 HP.
Well, the bomb went so far away. Now you're running out of time. Didn't really matter. I guess just try to get some kills. There's no way he wins that round with the time, and no reason to save after time or something because it was the last round of OT1. But CLG will take it. That's 20-19. But the big thing is Team Liquid did find one T-side round, and the question remains, can CLG now find an answer? Their T-side started off extremely hot in regulation, but so far in OT they haven't been able to get one.
They have to get two if they want the win, so...
Yeah.
This is going to be a really tough one for CLG as Liquid is moving into the CT side of the map. I feel like it is pretty likely, or maybe not likely, I think it is very possible that Liquid could just 3-0 them on the CT side of the map and call this one game, but time will still tell. Seems like CLG was banking a lot on that early control of the stairwell on the CT side of this map, and even just the general short A control. Really, the map or the round that Liquid is able to steal away was courtesy of the players moving up in the bathroom, finding the frags as they were going. So all 10 players readied up. We're moving into the second half of OT2. Huge rounds for Liquid right here. 3-0 for Liquid, and they win. Yeah, they need it pretty badly.
Yeah, and those maybe...
Actually, I guess CLG is the one who needs it. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
CLG is the one who needs it badly. I forgot, game 2. The series has been going so long. I think actually we're now 2 minutes away from when the next game is.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to bring up.
But yeah, this has been a long series.
And there's still potential for a third map, so we could be going, another hour into this, or maybe even more OTs. Who knows? I'm around. We'll probably go into more OTs. Curse and a blessing, I suppose. 20-19 though. It's CLG that needs to start things off here. 22 is what you're looking for on the scoreboard to win. adreN though with the first shot onto Cutler, slowing those advances of the terrorists. Can he get one more? He's going to hold the angle. He has backup on the short side of those bathrooms. Tarik brings down Nitro. adreN with another shot though onto Tarik, and another. He's got 3 already at the start of this. Will he find 4? Is he about to ace on the first round?
Oh, we saw the last
second half. No, FugLy will back him up, bring down JDM, and just like that, 20-20. Some aggression coming out, controlling those bathrooms from the CTs, and it pays off as adreN just ops down everybody.
Yeah, and adreN not liking that the young blood of EliGE was taking all the credit.
Still up by 1.
Yeah, EliGE still definitely has that advantage over adreN, but adreN's fighting back. And while an ace is really nice to have in your back pocket, especially in OT, having FugLy there just to make sure he cleans it up, and before that round really gets out of hand, I think was really important. We're actually going to see a B stack coming out from Liquid here. 3 players over there towards B. And actually, it looks like there's only 1 player today, but there's a boost going on. Nitro peeking out over the bathroom. Not going to see anyone quite yet, as the CLG members are in the stairwell area.
It's a bit of a gamble, though, right? Like, yes, they have a forward position to spot people so they can pull a B rotator up quick, but they left the long completely open, and if CLG happened to have gone long, it would have been pretty rough. But we do have Tarik finding that opening kill. He'll bring down flowsicK, and now Team Liquid are going to be forced to just go for a 2-2 setup on these bomb sites.
Yeah, definitely not what they're looking for, I'm sure. Now adreN.
Oh, they're going to boost over this after the spam just came through, man. The audacity, but it pays off. EliGE getting another kill. Now drifting further away. 2 kills above adreN right now. So
adreN's actually shifting back towards A, but it's definitely the wrong call, as EliGE is the only man left. Oh no, are they going to bring the bomb back up towards stairwell, or are they just gearing up for nades? Okay, they're just gearing up for nades and stuff.
Yeah, smoke's going out. No, it's a fake.
Bomb's going back towards A. I wonder if Liquid's going to hold, and they're not. They're rotating back towards B. This is the first super effective fake we've seen all game, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
actually, they're faking us even. They're going
earlier,
back to B.
But they walked into the stack, even though they thought they were faking a site. They faked the site no one was in, and then ran into a stack. But that was a long time ago. We're in 3-on-3 right now. 2020 is the score. Finesse, Nitro, getting those kills. 2-on-2 now, as the TTs go for this retake. Both coming there from Graffiti, down from the CT stairs. Hazed holding up behind that column, and you got our other player, adreN, over towards the sandbags. adreN will find that one. That'll put it to a 1-on-1. Bomb will be tapped. That smoke is still lingering.
JDM's going to win it just by being
patient.
One cold player. Nade coming out. That might dissuade him from peeking here, but it doesn't. And he's able to take the off pick and win the round. Wow, what a game we have going on right here. CLG 1 round away from locking things up. This is a game right here. Liquid needs this round so desperately. They do still have a lot of cash floating around over there. Not as much, I feel like, on Nitro as they would have wanted to. And so it's just a gun on the ground waiting for him that I might have missed. He actually makes a really comfortable buy here. So they are going to be fully geared up. CLG needs this one, unless it's going to get pushed to OT3.
Yeah, very well might. Let's see, though. So both teams now have got 1 round on that T side. So it'd be basically the same situation. I think it was the second round that Team Liquid won, and then the CTs had brought it back. This time Team Liquid on the CT. And in the position where they'll have to bring it back. But of course, they won't be out of it yet, right? CLG playing for a lot more here, playing to stay in this, get to that map 3. If Team Liquid win this map, of course, they will just be moving on. It's a single elimination tournament. EliGE starting things off. He'll bring down Finesse.
I'm getting a ton of information. Pushed all the way out B. Says, hey, none of them are long B. None are short. I walked by it. They could be there now, but he's already long past it. I wonder if he saw the bomb there. That I'm not sure about. It could have been dropped before he really even got there, but he's drawing a lot of attention from Tarik and the rest of the CT, or sorry, the Ts.
And now if they want to go back to B, though, there's like so many little nooks and crannies that they're going to have to check because EliGE could be hiding out in them.
And he is.
Yeah, and he is. And they've got actually a pretty sick crossfire here set up between him and that player at the drain. That's going to be flowsicK. flowsicK will go down, and oh, Tarik is not going to be caught off guard. He was going to check it, but he still loses out on the battle. And now EliGE just taking out that USP, dealing with JDM. Will no, gets him very, very low, down to 12 HP. Hazed at 2. Cutler's going to go down, and that was the last player with HP right there. It's JDM now with 12. Nice pop flash from the barrels. JDM trying to work his way through, but he can see nothing. 21. Helium is in a cast, so we're going to triple OT. That's just how it works.
Yeah, God forbid a team can come away with a decisive victory while you're casting, but at your expense, it makes for really, really exciting games. OT3. Got to imagine Liquid is pretty pumped about starting CT side first here. They were able to work themselves out of the hole, but CLG did just pick up a terrorist side round. They do get to kind of continue that momentum. That had to feel pretty good for them. They very easily could have fallen apart there and lost because of it. It turns out it was not up to the first team to win a terrorist round. It might be up to the first team to win 2 terrorist rounds, as they are pretty good at trading back and forth.
Who knows? Maybe 3 will come first. What I'm looking at right now, because you start getting ridiculous numbers, although not so much in this case because all the kills are so even. We went over that earlier between the 2 teams. There's not a big kill disparity between any player, but we are getting close to the 40 bomb territory. Tarik is 5 away. EliGE has the most in the server with 36 kills. So let's see as we continue to move on. It'll be CLG back on that T side again. Getting to play it 2 times in a row here. See if they can't capitalize on that.
The disparity between players is starting to become a little more apparent. Team Liquid as the top fragger with EliGE, as you said, 36 frags, but is also holding up the bottom fragger with flowsicK, who is 22 frags. Not, bottom fragging by that much, but if a team has the top fragger and the bottom fragger, you start to see the differential a little bit more. EliGE pushed all the way up in short, getting a lot of control for his team, while flowsicK has an M4 trained on long. He's about to see a player. He's going to get a frag and then get traded out immediately. The B-take is on. There's just no one there from Liquid, and they're on a long rotate.
Yeah, they had pushed up long, and that's like the only case where CTs have a long rotate. EliGE will catch one, though. That was Finesco lurking around the drain pipes. Now he's got a buddy they can try to take from construction. It's EliGE and Nitro. FugLy coming around the other side. So yeah, it's a retake. The rotation was long, but now Liquid is taking this from 3 sides at once. You're coming from construction, the drain, and window. And I don't think CLG can hold on to this. FugLy and adreN bring down 2. It is now just Tarik hanging back here in graffiti. He will be spotted, and EliGE will bring him down. A 2K for him. That's 38 frags on the match, and the bomb to be defused. Long rotate, but lovely retake.
Yeah, definitely. And as you said, so many angles for the turrets to try to hold off. And it was all up to EliGE catching that frag, I believe, on Finesse, who was hanging out, lingering a little bit behind the rest of his teammates. Picking up a huge 2K for his team. Actually getting an AK-47 for his troubles. Very dangerous on the T side before in the very first half in the game, if you guys can remember back that far. He was a huge integral part of the team getting the entry frags. Looks like we might see a pain train coming through B right now. They slow up right as they get to the tunnel, and they are going to get slowed down even more. Thought they were just going to go for it, but I do think they made the wise decision to not run through the blender, as it were, as flowsicK sliding his way up.
Working it up. Just CSGO
yeah,
things.
Just physics things.
He's just lining up for the surf, and he's trying to drop into that wave. Oh, that nade
getting
from
spammed down, and the teamwork there from Liquid proving to be very impressive.
Spot too. They don't throw a flash
he gets
over.
Another one.
They
do,
behind. But it's so late. Yeah, and I mean, how can he not, right? It's like shooting fish in a barrel. You don't need your eyes for that. Finds 2, and that's going to destroy the hopes of CLG on this round. Cutler might be able to get a few, but definitely not going to 1v4 in that position. Nitro will take him down. 23-21. What are we looking for? 26, I think, is to be the victor in OT3.
Or 25. Because it was 21. And
yeah, you're right. 25. Sorry.
25. Ah, exposed you doing mental math on
Gosh,
stream.
I added from 22 because I was like 22 is what you needed to win, but I forgot if you tie, it's 21-21.
Exposed him in front.
I just broke my code. I never do simple math live on stream, but OT forces me to, man.
Yeah, that's what happens, and those were some really good flashes at the end for EliGE. Didn't really get that last player blind, but just delayed him for long enough for his teammates to come in and support him. adreN, uncharacteristically missing a frag. Yeah, better fall. He actually almost aced from this position before, so maybe not fall back.
Yeah, but started off with a frag.
That's true. That is very true. He's going to make the right decision and fall back, as you said. Tarik, though, finding a frag on flowsicK. It'll be interesting to see if they rotate back, but EliGE is right there picking up multiple and the bomb.
They wanted to rotate back, but EliGE said, nope.
Mm-mm.
You shan't. No rotations for you. So 4-on-3, just like that. The round kind of just fell apart for CLG, and that just shows the importance of those stairs and that connector. And they're going to go for a boost here. Yeah, Nitro's like, come on, jump up. And adreN will. He'll do a quick peek out towards long, but didn't want to bother scoping up short. Does seem to be for an A take here, 3-on-4. They are taking their time about it, though.
adreN in a good spot to get this frag on Finesse as well. He's about to show his elbow. adreN missing another shot, once again, uncharacteristically, but getting a lot of information for his team. He must know the A-take is on, and the rotate is indicating as such.
adreN blind. I don't know if he realizes Finesse got so close. Finesse doesn't even have a gun out, and actually pays the price for it. He had so much time to take that shot, but he had a smoke out at first. And the shot comes in from adreN. adreN's still alive. Now it's hazed just fighting, trying to get that bomb down. He actually goes for the fake, looking for the kills in the 1-on-2, but adreN moving through with his monkey business. He's not fooling around. 24-21, and they just won every round there on CT side. They'll need just one round on terrace.
This is familiar territory for both teams, and yet last time we were here in way back in OT1.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, Team Liquid was unable to do it last time. CLG stepped up for the team when they really needed to. So it'll be interesting to see if they could do it once again. Last time we were in this predicament, it was the double op setup brought out by both teams. I feel like neither of them have broken it out since then. It'll be interesting to see if this is a strat that both teams have in mind specifically for this down by 3, up by 3 scenario, or if that was just a decision made on a whim. We'll see what their buying habits are here. Money reset to 10K. Liquid needs just one round to officially lock up this super long best of 3 off coming out from adreN. Double ops coming out from the CTs. Let's see if the Ts are going to match. Don't think they are. I think they're making the right decision there. I think having the op on the adreN is the right call, but I think last time they had it on flowsicK, and I'm not sure how. I don't recall him being particularly effective with it. I think he's going to be way more effective with the AK in hand.
At least you get over 40 kills. He's at 42 right now, and that's the answer to a lot of things if you're a nerd. But will it be the answer to winning this OT? As Cutler pushing up and takes down eliGE just like that, and he'll be able to fall back. Nitro, though, finding a kill on his... Oh, Tarik didn't seem to want to fall back there, and will go down as a result. So 4-on-4 just like that. That'll favor Team Liquid.
Definitely, and FugLy jumping out, trying to catch JDM. He's going to get bullied away, gets hit down to 61 HP, but does come away with his life. As long as he has that off, he is still super dangerous.
So we've got JDM looking... Oh, can he find that frag onto FugLy? FugLy just wants to peek him. JDM opping down that short side of the bathrooms. He will find it. We got another player back in bank. That's Cutler. And hazed over in the B bomb site, finesse there as well. So playing a 2-2 setup for CLG. Team Liquid are bringing that bomb back around finally. In front of party and into the bathrooms now, looking to go for this take onto A. They still need to get rid of JDM. He's pushed out. They might be able to find it. JDM will miss a shot. He'll have to fall back. Luckily, smoking that Molotov covering a little bit, but no, he doesn't fall all the way back. Nitro comes out, finds the kill. Suddenly, the rotations come up. It'll be a 3-on-3 here into the A site with just 15 seconds remaining. I don't know if that's enough time for Team Liquid. adreN trying to move in. He's the first one on the front lines with that op moving in. Nitro, though, finds a kill onto Finesse, who's at the truck.
5 seconds.
And FugLy, even with the all chat saying, man, you do not give up that aggressive play, but maybe it won't matter. The bomb's gone down. flowsicK, I've said before, this default plant's great. It's easy to plant at, and the fallback position outside of the site is so great to defend, but 1-on-2 makes it a little more difficult. CLG will have to be the aggressors here and try to just bring down flowsicK, and there it is. Cutler will get it, and the bomb to be defused. That was a tight round, but it will be CLG that prevail and stay alive here in the tournament.
2 more opportunities for Liquid to pick up a terrorist side round right here. That aggression from JDM proved to be too much. They did eventually take him down, but he was lingering there for so long, getting A, so much information for his team, and then B, just cutting off the angle and not allowing the terrorists to get up close to the site without him knowing about it. Going back with that double op setup against Team Liquid's straight up AK buy, and I think we're about to see a battle going out here in the stairs area. Last time Tarik was here with an op, he did end up getting punished for it.
Oh, FugLy's on the other side of the wall. That even caught me off guard. That's kind of...
Actually going to hop away. Smart play there by FugLy, not staying there to his own demise.
X-Ray builds my expectations sometimes. I'm like, oh, he's going to peek him, and then he does, and the guy's like still behind a wall.
Going to try to peek past the scope of JDM here. Not going to be so easy. They need to time it right. He's actually going to be falling off now. Interesting timing. They're also going to be sliding back towards the bomb and towards, I think, the B bomb site where there are no counter-terrorists.
Yeah, not
actually,
a single
hazed
one.
Hazed is working around.
Oh, is he in graffiti? And Finesse is here kind of... I mean, he can rotate there quickly, right? He's still just trying to control these stairs. That pop flash was beautiful, though. Finesse is so blind, but FugLy's still not going for it. Just trying to clear it out. I mean, Finesse definitely knows what to expect. Someone coming down the ladder, and yeah, he'll find FugLy. He's going to be caught off guard. 3 people pushing him on this other side. Good Molotov there. Let's see, will he find eliGE? No, eliGE just crouching and moving and shooting. We'll find the headshot. 4-on-4, but eliGE is pretty low. Bomb still far from his sight, but it does appear to be coming back towards B with just, again, 25 seconds to go here in the round.
Great nade from Tarik, picking up a frag while the rest of the Liquid players are blind and unable to breach their way into the site. eliGE taking down Tarik. Hazed, though, still in the water. Going to be a menace.
Yeah, and Cutler going to get one as well, so it's just eliGE trying to get the bomb down. Some extra money coming in here, but will be brought down from the USP, and Remember when I joked earlier saying that the final score was 34-30, HLTV confirmed? I
Did
regret
HLTV confirm it?
I regret that now. I regret that joke because CLG is making it back just one more round here and we'll go into OT number 4. But of course, if Team Liquid close it out with 26, that'll be CLG losing the series 2-0. We will not see Inferno and we will be moving on to Keyed versus Elevate. Let's see what happens.
And Nitro going to call for a pause, dip out of the server, and come back before the round started. So luckily, actually, we don't need to wait on that. But still,
and his ping is cooperating too.
Right. Huge nade going out onto JDM, going to hit him down to 66 HP. Flashes are going out as well. Great counters from the counter terrorists to make sure their offer stays alive there. But they're going to be continuing to push. JDM was effective from this aggressive position before. So was Tarik. You're not going to peek in that direction. Oh, man.
Oh.
Didn't have to commit, but Tarik's going to pick up a second frag anyway. Maybe even a third. We're going to OT.
There it is, man. OT 4. It's a bug on the last round, by the way. It says OT2, 6 of 6 every single time on the last round of OT. So it can confuse people, but here we are into OT 4. 24-24. Looks like the Twitch spam was right.
Man, this is a crazy game right here. Neither team budging an inch. Seems like they've just been matching each other perfectly. Even with that bomb plant for Liquid at the end of, not the last round, but 2 rounds ago, even with that extra bump in cash they got, couldn't turn it into a round win.
Yeah, no terrorist rounds in OT3. Just 1 per team in OT2. It looks like whoever wins those terrorist rounds is still going to be the deciding factor here as we just keep on trucking along on overpass. And I don't even know, man, what this is going to come down to. Finding some openers on the T side or maybe just a 6 strategy. We've only seen people bite on fakes a couple times, but that doesn't even matter much on overpass because the rotations are so quick. So what if you get the CTs to bunch? They still always got a good chance. We'll see what Team Liquid has prepared. Going right back onto that T side.
Yeah, and this is just such a back and forth stalemate battle between the 2 teams. We said it was, what, first to get the first terrorist round would win the game. That proved to be false. Maybe it's first to string together rounds on terrorist side, or at least just get more than 1. We'll worry about stringing them later. Let's just try to get 2 of the 3 any way they can. It's going to be straight up rifles for Liquid, and no ops being run here at all. They're going to be taking quick control of short, but yeah, JDM not messing around. Didn't get blind at all. Going to get that opening frag. Exactly what CLG needed.
Yeah, JDM, I mean, he's turned on that op when he has needed to. It was pretty abysmal. I hate to say it on train that first map, but here on overpass it's been quite a bit better. adreN, though, as well, has had some pretty flashy rounds with it. But here they go, 5-on-3, Team Liquid, very undermanned right now, losing out on those initial trades.
They're going to be rotating right back into FNS, who's actually going to rotate. Oh, whoop. He now knows something is up. He's going to get a first frag on Nitro. I'm not sure if he knows adreN is right there. He's going to smartly fall away.
Also gets an opener into B. adreN backstabbing. And we'll find Finesse. Finesse was very worried about terrorists coming through Fountain area, so he kind of turned his back. Couldn't really have known. He had to take a chance. It still does give adreN. I mean, full nades here. He's got like a pop flash, maybe molly something off, so he doesn't have to watch quite as much. Oh yeah, he runs right into hazed, and hazed doesn't hit that shot, but also didn't take any damage. That flash slowing him down. Only about 20 seconds on the clock now for adreN. It is OT, so you might as well just go for it. And I'm sure he is. Trying to creep along, be a little bit silent. There's that smoke set. Here comes the pop flash as well. Really just try to get the bomb down while 3 people are going to be spamming with bullets. He's got really no choice as the time is getting low. The bomb will get planted, but the knifing is coming in, slicing and dicing. Hazed will find the kill, and I mean, the knife really is so good in those smokes.
Yeah, really. Bonus $1,500 going over to the CTs, but that was a bomb plant for adreN. Sitting on a little extra cash than I think they were anticipating, and they didn't buy any ops on that round, so they're all sitting at 7K plus. Is going to be an easy buy round for them. They can get whatever they want. I feel like having adreN work that off is going to be crucial. He was so effective with it on both sides of the map. There's almost no reason not to, unless they're going to run a specific adreN AKing strat. Seems like they haven't really been adreN focused on those strats, and really they shouldn't be. He's a good player, but you don't want to just make strats around him having a rifle. It would make more sense just having strats around him having an AWP. The B take looks like it is going to be on for Liquid, but the
bomb is not there.
Yeah, and actually FugLy getting spammed down a lot by hazed. Bomb hanging out by Playground as Liquid is just looking for some kind of opening on CLG.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good position for the bomb to be, to rotate somewhat quickly to either site. You saw that they wanted to get that construction and stairs control very, very early on, and they did. And the bomb can be brought down through that way very quickly, coming through these stairs, which bit of traffic there for the terrorists as they always try to get up or down those stairs. EliGE coming through the short bathrooms will finally silence JDM, so no op kill for him, but they will still have to deal with the op of Tarik. CLG was doubling up on that front.
Tarik still has an op in sight as well. Kind of smoked away, now being flashed away. He's going to need some frags for his team.
B. Cutler gets one here at A. Tarik missing his shot. I think he might have got shot by his teammate from behind too, but either way, it doesn't matter. 4 people to survive for CLG, and they'll win another round.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he got dinked there. I heard the dink sound. He only lost 30 HP, so that would have been either the most unfortunate AK dink probably of all time, or some team damage going out there. And yeah, it looks like it was team damage from the guy that was on the boost stairs. Eyes coming out across the board. adreN with that op in hand was now unable to make a real purchase, and is also starting to fall away from EliGE, who's consistently been the top fragger this game. 45 frags for him. That's absolutely huge. Tarik getting dinked right off the bat, hit down to 57 HP after not even seeing FugLy. I love that move. I had never really seen that move be nearly as effective as I have in this series right there. FugLy's been doing that routinely and catching frags through it when he did it with an op, or maybe that wasn't even FugLy who had it with an op, but catching frags there with an op, doing really well with a rifle, bullying oppers away from it, so really good plays from them. Now going into the last round of this half of OT, Liquid, I'm sure would really like to come away with a round win here.
Yeah, most definitely. At this point, I think these teams would be happy to just stop playing overtime. Oh, Nitro! He's going to get the shot at the JDM. JDM was just trying to toss a nade, but does he pay the ultimate price? EliGE getting another entry here. He finds 2. Get into that 50 bomb territory if this keeps going. 3 on 2, though. Bomb going down. And this could just be that one round for the terrorists. But no, hazed! He sees the elbow of EliGE. Now he mollies up the site. Plenty of time to work their way back into this, but the CTs got themselves now in a great position.
Oh man, hazed. Still unsure where the terrorists are going to be coming from, but he's peeking out. He's going to get a frag on flowsicK. I assume FugLy is going to have a tough time working his way through this one. Last man standing going to be traded out immediately. So 27 to 24. CLG flipping the script on Liquid. Now 1 round away if they can just win a terrorist round. Can they do it? Do you think they can do it? Here, are we seeing OT5, or is this is this where it ends?
I don't know, man. I can't say. I feel like no matter what I say,
a shell of your former self.
Yeah, right. I'm crying actually. People are gonna just twist my words and blame these OT shenanigans on me. I mean, we've seen this once before, right? This isn't too far off the script because in OT number 2, we saw the terrorists each take 1 round. So I definitely believe that Team Liquid can bring it back, and probably will. Because yeah, I don't know, man. Can you even call it, right? I feel like we're just stuck. We're in an OT here for the next couple years.
Exactly.
When that happens, we'll have the Keyed versus Elevate match.
Eventually.
Probably around the time of the Half-Life 3 launch.
Oh, good one. You're really just all over the place. References.
It's why I got into casting. I just like to make terrible jokes.
Well, you've been killing it so far.
In front of a lot of people.
Perfect. So
I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, they just have to sit there and endure it.
They can type, but does that really do anything?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
I can't read anyway, so your Twitch chat doesn't hurt me.
I feel like they're now, everyone knows that after listening to your mental math. So going into the second half of OT4, CLG now up by 3 rounds, kind of flipping this on Liquid. We've seen Liquid in the reverse of this situation twice already of these 4 OTs, and they were just unable to come away with a terrorist side round. Now flipping the script, they have to win 3 straight on CT just to stay alive in this and make sure it doesn't get pushed to a game 3. CLG really coming alive here on Overpass. Both of these teams really sticking it to the other team on the other team's map pick.
Yeah, that is for sure. I still gotta wonder about CLG picking train in map 1. That was odd, because I didn't seem prepared for it. But clearly we're prepared to battle it out on overpass, which, I mean, again, it was even a bit of a controversial thing that happened to get us here, right? With Nitro kind of lagging out near the end of the half.
Sure.
Though CLG has played well, and
Oh, Nitro getting caught off guard there.
clearly CLG can get rifle rounds, right? They've had almost an entire regulation of OT rounds, which is all rifles, and here they are neck and neck with Team Liquid on overpass. And CLG, they've got that man advantage. They only need one T-side round here. It looks like they will be moving it back towards B. Rotations from Liquid starting to come out right now. Molotov coming over to the barrels. No one was quite there yet. The flowsicK was trying to get in there, but he actually gets off the lead. He's trying to hold on to the corner, but he can't do it. Only gets one. It's JDM. Oh! Steps on a landmine as that grenade goes off. Some more coming in. hazed gonna get FugLy. It is now a 3-on-1 with just adreN. And CLG
AK
will
headshot.
finally do it. Yeah, welcome to CSGO.
I feel like a jumping AK headshot is the only appropriate way to close out
this game.
a 4-time overtime. And with that, we are going to be moving to Inferno after
overtime.
God, yeah, I was getting ready just for another overtime. But no, we are moving on to map 3. I believe this is the end of the line for me as Gex is coming in to swap me out. So he gets to see how this wonderful series concludes. I think we're going to be taking a short break while these players get ready. I'm sure they need to go to the bathroom. There's no way they can't.
I know I do.
Yeah, I bet you Nitro had plenty of opportunities, but yeah, I've got to imagine they need at least some kind of breather before moving into this map 3. So really awesome 4 OT set. Thanks for sticking with it, guys, and we'll be right back with game 3.